Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. My name is Reverend Canon James Uzodinma Nwaogu. The title of my paper is Cultural Immersion Experience. Introduction. This paper is to cover aspects of immersion experience with Black community deeply addicted with drug abuses and alcohol. We want to know how they get into the behavior and their plan to get out of the behavior. I also looked at some other population of Asian community close by to get myself immersed. I really want to define cultural immersion as activities to get integrated with other cultural unfamiliar and different from one's culture and value. I try to make a selection of the kind of community that is quite different from my own culture. I have to choose this Black community that are heavily addicted with drugs and alcohol. Though I was raised up in a Christian family, hence I found it very difficult to select this immersion. However, I just have to choose this experience so as to get myself immersed with different culture and value. I decided to attend a meeting where they gather, knowing that I'd be very, very uncomfortable in their mix. During the meeting, I had the privilege of talking to them one-on-one basis. It was very palliative, but I was glad I achieved my goal. I derived some key ideas from the experience. I used scholarly literature to get a deep understanding on the issue of drug abuse and alcohol addiction, how younger ones get trapped and the dangerous problem associated with it. I discovered that several factors could be attributed to this attitude, ranging from poor family issue to poor government awareness. I use information from the internet to have my review on my immersion experience. Mass media played key roles in reviewing and exposing the various problems associated with drug and alcohol addiction. Media like internet, online papers, music, and movie, it assists parents of low income and government of non-profit organizations to be aware that our youth should be guided in proper direction in order to avoid this danger. Immersion proper. I attended their meeting and was given a warm welcome, though at first sight, I was not comfortable seeing myself in their midst. After listening to them speak, how they get involved and how they plan to drop the behavior, I became very passionate working with them on the way forward. There was some outcome of my immersion experience with the community. The outcome of my cultural immersion was the wide knowledge I gained in a diverse culture, the ability to look at the world from a new perspective, learning inevitable amount about my own value and culture, prepare me for future workforce. I try to establish some strategy to develop this immersion experience. Number one, to start from where I am, looking close to my own environment. It is proper that I should be able to understand my own value, culture, before I can deeply immerse in other people's culture. Have an appropriate counseling intervention and try to know them for what they believe. I must struggle to know my clients on what actually they believe, what are their values. Have a theoretical orientation and approach. Know the effect of the diversities in communication, style, and feedback from a variety source. Lastly, how the local church is perceived within the community. Organize charitable activities such as Bible class, Sunday school, and also hospice. I choose to attend a Black church to immerse properly with people that are deeply involved in drugs and alcohol. This serves as evangelism with the Black churches community. I got information from the billboard and I was able to make it early. I was nearly discouraged by the attire and odor of alcohol, cigarettes that fill the hall. However, I was determined to achieve my goal, objective, and purpose. I also immersed with Asian community, know their culture and value. I was also opportune to know how esteem they value their families, the kind of food they enjoy, and how they prepare their food. I also try to know their political structure and their system of government. Interview. I was opportune to have an interview with the congregation of the Black church. I tried to know what actually attracts them to church and their belief. Also tried to know the history of Black churches in America. It was an exciting experience. Most people I interviewed were very polite to express their views without fear or favor. methods to increase the attendance of Anglican Church within their community. Because I worship with the Anglican Church, and my major aim was how to attract Black communities to Anglican. I had to develop a training program on cross-national cultural competence, also activities about care incentives that could attract Black community around church ground, palliative and hospice. These are the methods I try to adopt so that we can attract the Black community to come to Anglican Church. My objective in this immersion experience is to, one, encourage Anglican churches to get involved on spiritual care, and most of them were not Christians on arrival to America. Most of them doesn't go to church before they step into America. In Black churches, I've learned that they feed the hungry, they support the homeless among them. They also have a charity, hospital and prison department, and also good system of evangelism. They also gather weekly for weekly activities, especially on their church ground. I also have additional insights during the interview. Multicultural movement is an area of scholarly inquiry, helping professionals, especially counselors, in counseling, psychology, and it promotes awareness of different needs and aspirations of groups of people. Conclusion. I use the Bible verses in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 14, by Apostle Paul to summarize my immersion experience, where Paul said that the body is made up of one part, but many. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. God